All right, next one.
You have to round it out though sometimes, you know.
Next one, turkey on Thanksgiving.
Oof.
I don't like turkey on Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Am I the only one, bro?
You might
What
be
do you
on this
eat?
table.
You had that on point.
Let's get it. Let's get it. What's going on, everybody? This is the Grown Up Italian podcast. I am with two very important returning guests. I'm Rocco. I got LucaTwoTimes
Yup.
and New York Town Scout, New York Nico. What's going on, fellas?
Chilling.
Nothing much, man. Chilling.
Enjoying life.
Yeah, man. Life's great.
More life. I know, Luca, you've been on fire lately. For those following Luca, from when we first started, he had his little page, creeping in, doing his reviews.
On the podcast, from like my first podcast, I was very nervous. I was like, oh no. Now, you just got to take it back, relax, So many TV shows now, the anxious goes down. More and more TV shows, less anxious you are.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Were you anxious for your first TV appearance on Rachel Ray? You didn't
it's
seem
like
anxious, but maybe
yeah,
you were hiding it.
I mean, it's like quarter, but now it's just like no anxiousness.
Wow.
It's like anything I do now, you just have to be in slow mindset, have to have that on
Well,
my phone.
you felt like you were gonna yak before the Dr. Oz show.
Nah,
No?
not really.
See, I'm curious about that because Nico sees the behind the scenes. And I know the Luca that's energetic, always enthusiastic, optimistic. What is it like before going on camera knowing you're going to be seen by hundreds of thousands and millions of people?
You just have to, like what I said before, have to have that black mindset, have to go into it in killer mode,
Oh, I like it. And how is he
Yeah.
backstage?
I mean, he seems like he's perfectly fine. I'd be sweating bullets.
Yeah, I know.
But he's fine. Maybe it's because he's young, Maybe when he's older, it'll start getting to him.
Like, be
but
honest though, like what TV show would you guys go on? You guys would be sweating bullets.
any TV
Yeah,
show,
anything really.
Dude. I got to give you credit because for everything you do, if I was in your position, I'd be so anxious. But maybe it's because I'm older, and I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm Jewish. we got more anxiety than you Italians.
Italians. But Luca, so for those who are tuning in for the first time with you, what exactly do you do? Give them a little.
I guess you could
knowledge.
say I review food. I'll do like once every week, but I'm turning into a reviewing food page into like a funny. Basically, it's like toys and fun. This.
Toys and fun.
Remember my old one?
That's like the category you see
It's
on
like
Instagram.
funny videos. That's what I basically
Yeah,
do.
he's a little comedian.
Look, comedian.
Right.
But when I do review food, which is like one of my fan favorites, if you want to say, I'll do like 100 to 1,000 thumbs up scale.
Yeah.
One is like.
And was it always that? Was it always the thumbs up? And I know Nico
I think
started
it
with
was,
you.
yeah.
So do you
I
remember
mean-
what he used to do? Was it always thumbs
no,
up?
the
or
thumbs
was
up
it?
came a little later.
Yeah, maybe like
I think you got to trademark that thumbs up,
Yeah,
man.
you do.
3 months in, maybe.
Who knows?
I felt my first review, I just talked and talked and talked.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard that little New York accent? I was like, talk.
Talk. How do you say coffee?
Cappuccino.
No, but how do you say it if you're speaking English?
Coffee.
Coffee. You don't say
Coffee.
coffee?
Coffee.
Water?
Cafe.
Coffee.
Yo, people be saying espresso, like espresso?
Yeah.
Espresso?
Yeah, please don't say that. How do you
Bro.
say it, Nico?
Espresso.
Espresso,
You
maybe.
get a nice
how you
espresso.
say it.
How do you get it? Black? Sugar?
You know what, man? I've been on a diet these past 2 days. 10 pounds
what's
lost.
that been
Luca
like? 10
claims that he
pounds?
lost 10 pounds.
10 pounds in 2
I
days.
did, bro. I did.
So what have you been eating? I'm curious now.
I've been starving myself, but I ate
starvation
one
diet?
salad. I ate like 2 salads
What was
in
on
2
the
days.
salad?
Salad, chicken, and that's it. It was
Grilled
just
chicken?
and salad.
Plain
yeah.
salad? Grilled chicken? No vinegar? Nothing?
No dressing, because that's extra calories and shit.
Wow.
you know?
All right. I mean, don't starve yourself. That's for starters.
Yeah,
but
don't start with yourself. Just
have a
eat
nice,
healthy.
healthy breakfast. You know the spiel.
Egg
but
whites are fire.
do your thing, man.
Would you guys consider egg whites healthy, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Egg
one of the
whites are
healthiest
super
things you can
healthy.
have.
All right. Might be examining in some egg whites.
But egg
for
whites
dinner.
aren't that tasty. It's flavorless. It's the yolk that gives it flavor. Right?
You like egg whites or no?
Yeah.
You eat them?
Yeah.
Yum, yum.
Yum, yum.
Nico, how about you, man? How did it all start with you? I feel like I always ask you this question, but I don't know how long you've been doing it. It's just amazing to see how the past year how much you've grown.
Yeah. I mean, born and raised in New York City, Manhattan, to be specific, Union Square. I after college, I moved to Los Angeles. Couldn't do it for more than 6 months.
Really, Los Angeles?
Could've been LA Nico, man.
Yeah, I was
LA Nico.
This was like 6 years ago, and I went out without a driver's license. I never learned how to drive when I was living in the city, because who needs to drive when you're living in the city?
Right.
So I moved out to LA and failed my driving test 3 times.
Oh my God.
And wasn't getting any work. I was in my early 20s. It was very, very difficult for me. And then when I moved back, I was like very depressed. Didn't know what I was going to do for a living, because I'd gone out to LA to try to pursue a career as a music video director, and I wasn't booking any work. So when I came back to New York, I was trying to figure out what my next move was. And one day I just saw this, what I would consider a street celebrity, someone who I'd seen walking around the city since I was a teenager. His name was Ted Avon, and he was this 6'7" white dude with dreadlocks who carries around a giant sign that says, "Ted Avon, the 6'7" Jew, will freestyle rap for you." And I'd seen him my whole life, like always wanted to chat with him, but was too shy. Saw him as a celebrity, even though he was just a street guy. But I kind of like used this low point in my life to go up and talk to him. And to my surprise, he was very receptive, and we walked around the city for 2 hours. And by the end of that, I asked him if I could make a documentary on him. And I'd never made a documentary before. I just figured, because I was trying to transition out of music videos and find a more lucrative career for myself, that maybe this was a
Try
next
something
step.
new.
Yeah. So I made a documentary on him, and then realized that I could do that documentary, but with different street characters around New York City. And then that's kind of where my newfound appreciation for New York came from. Because, when I left for LA, I was kind of over New York. But it wasn't until experiencing another city for an extended period of time that I realized that New York is the greatest city on the planet Earth. And then, the Instagram kind of developed from that. And New York Nico, for those who don't know.
Was it originally New York Nico?
No, actually, it was originally Ricky Shabazz, which is what I was, what I went under when I was making music videos, and then
Ricky Shabazz.
Yeah,
Where'd
Ricky
you get that
Shabazz.
name from?
It has that pop to it, though.
It has that pop to it. I don't know. I just honestly, I woke up from a dream one night and blurted it out, and I was like, "This is a good name. This is a good director name."
I still like it today.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So then I switched it over to New York Nico just randomly one day, and just
Good
kinda
name.
stuck. Yeah. But yeah, that's how I, New York. If it wasn't for the Instagram, I wouldn't have met Luca. I wouldn't have met Charlie. Wouldn't have met Tiger. I mean, I wouldn't. Maybe I would have met these people, but
The
who knows
relationship
if
you
we
had
would have
with
had
them,
this
yeah.
relationship. Yeah.
No, man,
Good
that's
times.
a very humbling story, man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never knew that about you, so I
When
was
you
always
re-
curious.
One question though, just for Nico. Last
Mhm.
question.
Last
When did you
question.
start like popping though? Like when you
when
really
I
got
started
hype?
popping on the gram.
Yeah.
I feel like you always been popping, At least from when I first knew you.
Yeah. Well, it kind of happened gradually, and then I did this video with Matthew Silver, who, those who don't know Matthew Silver, he's a street performer.
That's your
He
guy.
kind of considers himself not a modern day clown, like a alternative clown, and he'll perform in the streets. And I filmed a video with him around the time that the fidget spinner was popping, and that video just went crazy viral, and it got both of us like a pretty large following, and it's just kind of like grown gradually since then. And thanks to the amazing people on the page like yourself, Luca.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's crazy how you could find that much talent. And I mean, I know we live in a big city, but you bring up the talent that you think nobody would even have, and that's why I like it, because it's stuff that you don't see in your everyday life. New York is creative, unique,
Yeah.
so many different ways. You see most of it. I'm sure you have content that you haven't even dropped yet,
Oh,
just
for sure.
because, there's so much going on, and I love that you bring that out
Yeah, definitely.
for all of us that aren't unaware of it.
Yeah. No, I mean, if everyone had kind of their eyes open, because in New York there's so much going on, and there's so much going on in your own life that you probably don't notice your surroundings as much as
For sure.
if you were to live in like the suburbs where not as much is going on. Like in New York, it's very tunnel vision, but I kind of like keep like all my it's not tunnel vision for me. Like I keep all my senses kind of like open, and that's kind of how I'm drawn towards interesting people in the city.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's just weird for me when I'm walking. I'll see somebody, and I'm like, damn, that could go viral. But
Yeah.
I just don't stop and just
for
record.
sure. Well,
you know?
also, big ups to your co-host Sabino, because he's introduced me to a lot of interesting talent.
He's on the bench today.
Sabino's my intern. Sabino's my intern. He
He's the
introduced me to
assistant.
Luca. He introduced me to, well, I mean, thanks to the Panini Shop, I've met so many
Yeah, it's
talented
crazy.
individuals. Luca, Charlie, Ralph, Vinny
Ralph
Dice,
Palucci.
Snack guy, right?
the snack guy.
Super snack store.
I mean, that's why I'm so drawn to the Panini Shop, and I'm sure everyone listening to this podcast is familiar with the Panini Shop, but it's one of the last like OG Italian spots in Williamsburg, and I feel like that's because of that it attracts all the OGs in Williamsburg,
Right.
and I'm drawn to those characters, quote unquote, because I don't know why, honestly. I mean, I feel like it's a big part of New York. When you think of like the typical New Yorker, for me, the first person I think of is like the OG Italian American Brooklyn dude, like with the accent, So that's why
I don't know.
Yeah, so that's why I'm so drawn to that particular location. Also, I'm half Italian. My mother's Italian. Grew up going to Italy when I was a kid. She speaks fluent Italian, so I think it's like
You get the
maybe
best
it's a
of both
part of
worlds.
me like
Yeah.
connecting with my Italian heritage.
I love it.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. Maybe yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Luca, on to you, Brooklyn OG. All right, you ready for this? Let's go with your scale, Mr. Hollywood now. Let's go with that thumbs up scale. I'm going to give you some foods, and you tell me where you rank them on your thumbs up. Now, I'm not saying like, let's just use the example of mac and cheese, right? Don't hit me with the, what brand, what this, what that. Just, you're thinking mac and cheese, whatever is your favorite, just give me a thumbs up for it.
Okay.
All right? Don't even think of the brand.
Okay.
Think of it I want to try and say rate it in your preference, on your personal preference, but at the same time, be reasonable. Don't say like, are you talking about craft or are you talking about, all right?
Yeah, true. Be
all right?
reasonable.
So I'm talking, give me a thumbs up for a New York slice of pizza. How many thumbs up? A New York slice.
Every New York slice, so cheap and so good. That's an easy 800 maybe.
800 thumbs up.
Yeah, I mean, if you're saying in general, honestly,
Yeah, generally speaking.
it does depend on the slice, but if you just want to say general speaking, I'll give like 800.
All right. You ever been out of state and had pizza?
Florida.
All right. So let's
Well,
go to
you've been
Italy.
to Italy, right?
Let's go to Italy then.
Oh, Italy, well.
All right. I'm talking Teggiano pizza.
Oh, damn.
Where does that rank on your thumbs up
Yo,
scale?
that's a whole 1,000.
An easy 1,000?
Bro,
Instantly?
easy, bro, easily.
All right. So I think
You
we're
can get a pie for $5, bro. You know how crazy that is?
5 years. The cost of living is cheaper over there, so
Yeah,
everything
man,
else.
It's crazy. It's
But,
just hard to live there, It's kind of, you like going to Italy and everything, but no one could live there. I feel
I know,
like
it's a different lifestyle
it's a different
completely.
type of mood, man.
They don't even tip the waiters there.
Yeah, man.
Did you know that?
It's crazy. Well, I mean,
So,
everyone's like kind of tight
we
on
do
money
when
there.
we go, but
Yeah.
it's like they don't expect the tip at all. All right, next one. We're talking just New York, all right? Fresh mozzarella. The one that explodes.
The Panini Shop one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Rank that one?
What is the famous line
It's gonna get you
Savino
in
said?
trouble.
Whoa. That first one's gonna explode in your mind.
Blow your mind.
It's gonna blow your mind.
Go ahead, hit me with it.
I mean, if it's like fresh, if it's not fresh though, like that cold stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
all
know,
right. No, I'm talking about
like
fresh
that.
mozzarella.
That's an easy, maybe like 760.
760. Interesting.
Wow.
So now you're going like the little numbers in between. I always hear you round it out. You never do the 720, 730, 810. All right, next one.
You have to round it out though sometimes,
Next one. Turkey on Thanksgiving.
I don't like turkey on Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Am I the
really?
only one, bro?
You might
What
be
do you
on this
eat?
table.
Man, I don't know, man. I just don't like turkey on Thanksgiving.
Oh my god.
I just don't
you're
like turkey
crazy.
in general. That's not my type
What
of.
what makes you
schmoo.
not like
Oh
it?
my goodness.
Bro, I don't know. It's like a bootleg chicken cutlet.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, that's an easy 100.
That's 100.
What?
Oh
Wow,
my
you're
god.
bugging.
Bro,
So
what
what
do
do
you
you
guys
have
think?
1,000. That Thanksgiving dinner is my favorite meal of the year.
Bugging.
For sure.
Bugging.
What's your favorite meal of the year?
Mine's Christmas
Cranberry.
Eve.
That cranberry
Christmas Eve.
sauce, though, on
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
That's so good. On the
What
turkey.
do you eat it with?
Yeah, for real. If you're not putting it on the turkey, what are you putting it on? The mashed potatoes,
Sometimes even stuffing.
stuffing. I could see this.
I could put it on anything.
You're missing out with the
honestly.
turkey. You gotta put the turkey on there though.
Nah, chill.
Chill, dog. Mashed potatoes,
My mom makes some banging mac and cheese though on them Thanksgiving.
mac and cheese. Does she put the breadcrumbs on top?
Nah,
No breadcrumbs.
it still tastes good though. She puts like 4 cheeses.
Oh, that's your favorite
We know
type,
about
right?
that.
That's how to win a girl. You gotta
Yeah.
give her the 4
I've
cheese
heard.
mac and cheese.
I've heard. Saw a viral video talking about that.
Oh, you did? Who
Yeah.
recorded it?
Everybody at the table except for me. All right, next one. What's your favorite pasta?
Pasta. I mean, honestly, would you count ravioli? I feel like
Yeah, of
it's like a
course.
pasta, but it's like that big meatloaf, you know? It's
No,
like that.
ravioli definitely counts as pasta.
But not that, bro. Farfalle, but not with the Sunday sauce. I'm telling you, everyone try this. Butter and Parmigiano.
That's it.
That's
Farfalle
it, bro.
with butter and parmesan.
Bro, I don't know why, but it goes so perfect with butter and
A
Parmesan.
little sausage in there or
You're
no?
making me hungry.
Yeah, I'm starving right now.
Me too, man. Me too.
All right, so holidays are here. Luca's here. Nico's here. I'm gonna have two opposite sides. We got the young
Nico, you
one.
want to go first or me?
We got the experienced one. You're thinking Christmas gifts, all right?
Mhm.
What's that first thing that comes to mind? And if it's too much pressure, then I'll put it on to Luca.
Give it
But-
to Luca first.
All right, Luca. What are you, 12?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you turn 13 yet? When do you turn 13?
I turned 13 in like June, but I think that's like 5 months, 6.
Nah, it's a while. I still got a while. But
So,
anyways, I'm talking Christmas gift for a 12-year-old. All right, and don't tell me Fortnite V-Bucks.
a girl
Alright.
and a boy, or
Girl-
just a
well,
boy?
give me boy first. What are you
Alright.
thinking
Okay.
Christmas time? Besides Crocs.
I would honestly, if we're talking a boy, 12-year-old, besides like that PS stuff and sneakers.
Kicks?
Sneakers, yeah, kicks.
Any specific
Honestly,
one?
I mean, if you buy them like those whack Nike $50 running shoes, it's gonna be nah, bro. I'm good. But if you buy them like those Travis Scotts or something, like those
Oh, so
12K
you
shoes,
want that heat.
that's over the budget. Like maybe like 1K,
so
500.
Yeezys are safe?
The Yeezys too.
Damn.
Maybe if you buy some sneakers like that, be good.
So
Um,
safe pick is sneakers.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Phone.
Phone?
A phone, yeah.
Definitely,
phone.
right?
I mean, I'm thankful
What about
for
a
an
nice
iPhone
book?
X. A nice book?
Good old
Yeah,
days,
okay.
huh?
All right, Nico.
Is that what
you're
you
funny.
wanted, Nico?
No, I would always get so
Alright,
pissed
Nico,
when
so
I
what
got a
would you
book for
say?
Christmas.
A book? You used
So
to get
when
a
I
book
was
for
when I was
Christmas?
your age, when I was 12, video games were big, obviously.
For sure.
That was like top on my wish list. CDs were big. Do you know what CDs are
Yeah, I
for
guess.
music?
Yeah, I guess.
Like I remember when I was I 12? I was probably 12. Eminem's first album came out. That was big.
It's the only way you could get it.
Besides CDs, shit. What else?
You don't want sneakers or anything?
No,
Hats?
I never wanted sneakers.
North Face jacket? I remember those were popping.
Nah.
Everybody
I
wanted
always,
North Face.
So I would always just like, because my parents would buy me clothes.
Yeah. So you
it
already
wasn't
have
like
it.
a gift.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Christmas was more for like the stuff that they wouldn't buy me. So, toys and, damn, Legos. I liked Legos. Maybe I was a little bit younger than 12. Yeah. Now,
Alright, as an adult now.
ever since I was, I guess, like 24, I've never really cared about Christmas gifts. Because I can just like buy it myself
Yeah.
with my own money.
At
It's
this
not
point,
as
it
exciting.
gets,
Like, yeah, cherish it while you can, Luca. You know?
You still believe in Santa, Luca?
I'm not going to
No
comment on
comment.
that
No
one. 'Cause I don't
comment.
want to ruin it for the little kids watching.
Wow.
I don't think any little ones would be watching, but that's funny. Any of you either get coal for Christmas? Have you ever get coal?
I get hyped for Christmas. That's all I get.
You don't know
No.
what that is? Like when you're bad, you get coal?
Oh, cold. I thought you meant cold.
No.
Bro, come on. You just conversated about Santa. Now you're going to say cold?
It's only right.
I think there's been one time where
Has
I
that
got
ever
cold.
happened
In
in the history of Christmas?
My family roasted me with that.
Really?
But
Wait, someone got
they
cold
trolled me
before?
though. They trolled me. They put coal in there and then they put the Space Jams.
Oh, okay.
This is way back when though.
I remember my parents got, like, I really wanted this video game. I don't remember what it was. I think it was like NBA 2K1 or something. And I really wanted it. And I went through all my presents. I didn't get it. I was like really pissed. And then I opened my last present. It was a book. It was like a big fat book. And then I opened
Inside
it
of
up,
it?
and inside of it, they like
Clever.
hollowed it out.
I
and
want
gave me the
to
video
be
game
like that
over.
one day.
Yeah.
So many exciting things to look forward to.
Man, there's nothing better than Christmas morning
Christmas, yeah.
when I was a kid.
It's so
That was-
different now though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's still dope, but there's nothing more
Why, you
exciting.
still
That's
open
why, yeah.
presents on
What we're
Christmas
basically
morning?
trying
Yeah.
to say is hold on to it now and enjoy it.
I wish I
while you
never
can.
told my mom that I knew that Santa wasn't,
For real?
you know, yeah, because
Yeah, but
then I would have got those presents on the morning, bro. I used to wake up every morning.
When do you get them?
In the morning.
oh,
Christmas
that's another
morning.
thing. Did you get it at midnight or did you get it in the morning?
No, the morning.
The morning, bro. I
I
used
used
to
to
wake
get so
up.
mad. My cousins say, "Yeah, I got my gift already," and we'll be hanging out late, and they tell me, "Oh, I got my gift already at 12 at midnight." I'm like, "Damn, I gotta wake up and then I'll get it." But I like it that way better. Something to look forward to.
Bro, I used to get me mad hype when I used to go to sleep. Then I wake up the next morning. Santa.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
so they make you open them on Christmas Eve now?
Yeah, the Santa gifts are always Christmas morning.
You said Christmas Eve though.
No, I said Christmas
Oh,
morning.
you said morning. I was gonna say that's a little weird. Santa came early to your house.
Santa came early.
Off this Santa topic, Luca, you've been meeting a lot of big names lately,
Nah,
Right.
I'm not that big.
dude. You see, that's exactly my point of saying that. I feel like the people you're meeting, you're not knowledgeable of, and I feel like you should know that. You know what I mean? Like meeting Mario Lopez, that's huge. Meeting Rachel Ray, that's huge. Wendy Williams, that's huge.
If they don't got that Instagram
Dr. Oz,
clout.
that's huge.
Wow.
They don't got that. What's it like though? Like the whole experience. And we spoke about what it's like behind the stage, but
Great, man. I mean, I see these people like Mario Lopez, like you say. I see them as any other person. Really, you know, they're a human being in this human being.
why are
in
you so
this
humble?
World. Cause man, it's just like, you know, they're celebrity and something, but it's just like, you know.
So are you ever gonna be like that? Like when you become, if you become
Yeah, bro, I'm never gonna be
Luca
Hollywood
2 million
like that.
times, what would you do?
You know,
Yo, if you get Hollywood when you're older, I'm gonna smack you in the mouth.
you're already Hollywood.
Oh,
Nah, I'm kidding, you're not Hollywood.
nah, I don't think Luca will get Hollywood.
You're not like that, Luca? I know you for a while now, and I always see you as a down to earth kid, but it's just I'm amazed how you're not starstruck. You know what I mean? Like in school, you don't feel like, damn.
Yeah, because
I
he
got
didn't
more
he
clout
didn't
than
grow
these
up
guys.
with Saved by the Bell and like,
Yeah.
you know, he didn't know who Rachel Ray was before he went on Rachel Ray.
Shaved by the bell.
You know,
You guys hear Nico? Shaved by the bell.
All right, so who's one person, and we'll end off the podcast with this. Who's one person, if you met for the first time, you'd be like, wow, I'm actually meeting this person?
No one really.
No one?
Wow.
So if
Why?
if LeBron James
Yeah.
just stepped into the society and said, "What's up, Luca? I'm a fan,"
I'd
you
be
wouldn't
like, "What's up?"
piss
Yeah.
your pants.
No.
if
Bro,
if
I'm
LeBron
trying-
said, Luca, I'm your biggest fan, man. I love your content. You're so funny, and you give great food reviews. Can you come to my crib and we'll do some food reviews on my Taco Tuesday? What the tacos like on my house?
Maybe then I'll be starstruck.
Then you'll be starstruck.
But if he's just dapping me up, then I'm good.
Okay. That's fair.
You know.
Good. It's good quality to have.
I like
How
it,
about you,
Luca.
Nico? Who's one person that?
Yeah,
if
who's
you
that
met-
one person for you?
Well, I met Larry David already. Do you know who Larry David is?
No.
He's
Luca's
he's
got a.
he created Seinfeld, Curb Your Enthusiasm. He's an old Jewish guy. I met him, super hyped on that. That was like the one person I wanted to meet. Mel Brooks. Do you know who Mel Brooks is?
No.
He's another old Jewish guy.
It's one
I
way to
don't know.
describe him.
I get hype if I met Martin Scorsese.
Who's that?
You should know who Martin Scorsese is. He's
No.
he's an Italian
Italian,
director.
bro.
He did The Irishman.
The
That's his latest film.
Irishman. That's all I've been hearing from Nico this past.
Yeah, I
what,
can't wait
month?
for that to come out.
It is
Irish
out.
Monday?
Well, yeah,
No,
I'm waiting
Netflix,
for that
though.
Netflix.
You actually want to
show,
go
so-
to that though?
What?
You want to go to that movies and see it? I
It's
got the
4
plug.
hours long. I'm not
I
trying
got the
to
plug.
go to Williamsburg
Yeah,
Cinema.
that's what I'm curious too. It's 4 hours long. I'm trying to see how it plays out, but I can't
Okay,
wait
mad
for it.
nachos,
No, it's
mad
gonna be great.
popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That diet's gonna pay all.
All right, fellas. Thanks for coming on as always.
Thank you,
course.
Rocco.
Much success and luck to you guys in the future.
Thank you.
And
Thank
thank
you,
you all for tuning in.
Two times out.